going on, guys? It's Felefan here, and I'm here to bring you a Freemode tutorial for Gamology on how to fight clean. In this tutorial, I'll be touching on how to use certain things like Evo, clothing, weapons, and so on. Alright, so to start off, you need BST, a sticky bomb under your legs. Then you need a bulletproof helmet, marksman rifle, and an RPG. Make sure to miss all your shots. And don't worry, this is considered skill. Now that you have the kill, go ahead and message LZZ. Obviously, I'm just kidding. What's going on, guys? Felefan here. I'm here to bring you the actual tutorial. In the intro that you saw, even though it was a bit of a piss take, some of the points were actually true. For example, the bulletproof helmet. And that is especially really good because it takes 2 shots to kill you. And another thing that's true in the intro is the fact that you can Evo after getting a kill, making it so that you can reset your health and be equal with your opponent when he respawns. Later on in the tutorial, I'll be going more in depth into these things that I mention here. So let's talk about Evo, also known as Easy Way Out. Evo is basically a method to respawn with full health after you've gotten a kill. You can also be cheap about it and basically Evo mid-fight. Although I do that sometimes, I don't really consider myself the cleanest player out there, but I'm just trying to help people play somewhat clean. There are different methods to Evo, like for example the RPG method where you RPG the ground after you get a kill. Then there's the one where you drop a sticky bomb before or after you get the kill and blow it up. Then there's the one with the interaction menu that's called fast Evoing, which is basically where you shoot, you open up the interaction menu, hover over, kill yourself, and you look back and hit A, and it'll make you just fall up to the ground. Alright, so let's talk about outfits. Well, outfits aren't really a must. Like, you can basically just choose whatever you want to wear. But bulletproof helmet is pretty good to wear, and a thermal helmet if you want. I'll get into the thermal helmet later on in the video, but here are some outfits that me and my friends have, and just give you some idea. Some of them are glitched out outfits. I mean, it's just our taste. You can just go for basic ones as well, but yeah, just enjoy the outfits for now.
What we do here is go back.
Alright, so before I go through the weapons, I'd like to mention the thermal helmet. The thermal helmet is really good when it comes to sniping. If you don't have the thermal scope, you can use the advanced scope and have the thermal helmet on. The difference between the thermal scope and the helmet is the fact that the thermal scope doesn't have a long range, so sometimes it's just better to have an advanced scope in the helmet when you're sniping someone from a long range and you want to hit them better than with the thermal scope, or if you just don't have the thermal scope. Alright, so last but not least, let's go through some weapons. In this part, I will tell you what weapons to use for what and what weapons are good. So let's talk about the heavy sniper. Mine is a Mark II with a thermal scope. I used to have the advanced scope, but I'm trying the thermal scope again. The sniper is really good when it comes to long range, obviously, and it's very powerful. And in some cases, depending on what ammo you have, it will be a 1-shot kill or it will be a 2-shot kill normally. And although there might be some lag issues in the session, but that's just, you can't control that. Alright, so next up we got the pump shotgun. It's really good for close range, especially if someone's coming around the corner. If you have explosive ammo on it, it'll be a 1-shot kill. It's a really powerful weapon. I really recommend this weapon. Next up we got the RPG. I can't really say too much about it. It's just that it's really useful in pretty much everything. I highly recommend having this in your weapon wheel. Then we got the homing launcher. It's pretty much the same as the RPG except that it's got lock-ons, but you can use it without lock-ons, and you can pretty much use it as a normal RPG. It's actually quite better than the RPG because the rocket travels way faster than the RPGs. Then we got the grenade launcher, aka the Noob Tube. I can't really say too much about it other than that it's quite useful. Then we got the sticky bomb, aka the C4. It's really useful when it comes to Evoing and so on. Next up we got the Combat MG MKII, and it's a really good weapon when it comes to long range, mid range, or close range. It doesn't matter, it's really good, especially in first person. I highly recommend this weapon. So last but not least, we got the Special Carbine Mark II, which is one of the best ARs around. I highly recommend having this in your weapon wheel. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I'd also like to thank Gamology for letting me make this video. And if you're from my channel, be sure to check out Gamology on YouTube. They're close to 150,000 subscribers, and yeah.